Hello and welcome to another edition of Manhattan News with Grace Taggart. I'm your host, Grace Taggart, and here are our top stories happening around the Manhattan College campus. First, the Manhattan College graduate and undergraduate class of 2022 was recently notified that their graduation ceremony would not take place on our Riverdale campus. In an email sent to students and their families on January 25, 2022, the college notified students that they would be celebrating commencement across the George Washington Bridge at the Meadowlands Exposition Center in Secaucus, New Jersey. The ceremony is typically conducted in Dratty Gymnasium. The class of 2021 similarly experienced disruptions to the ceremony as they were celebrated without family and friends in Kelly Commons just last May. Next, we all know the pandemic changed a lot, but how has it impacted journalists who create our news and how we consume the news? Manhattan College's student journalists of the Quadrangle tell us how.
I think our previous editor-in-chief, Anna Woods, and our current editor-in-chief, Kyla, have really done a great job adapting to the COVID-19 pandemic. We've had a lot of obstacles along the way, like our budget getting cut, transforming into a completely online publication, and they've really just handled it with so much grace. And it's definitely been a challenge for everyone, but I think we've really overcome it and made it the best it could be. Needless to say, I think the stories being produced are more important now than ever because students during the pandemic were the ones, in my opinion, that were most affected by it. So our voices were some of the most important during this time.
I think that the Quad has become a lot stronger during the pandemic, actually, in some ways, especially our social media and web presence. Thanks to our amazing web editors and social media editors, we have really come to promote the Quad in ways that we didn't before. So we always had our paper issue, which was really great for people who liked to grab a copy around campus, but not all students were really aware that that was an option or that that was something that they could be doing to get info on the school. But then once they started seeing it on Twitter and Instagram, our views have gone up, and it just has really been a good way to spread more information to more people on campus. I've definitely heard of more people reading articles because they can get it on their phone instead of having to go somewhere and pick it up. So I think that that is the main way that the Quad has improved throughout COVID-19.
Over the weekend, Manhattan College's Jasper dancers traveled to Daytona, Florida to compete in the Division I National Championship. The dance team performs at men's and women's basketball games and local competitions all winter in order to prepare for their final showcase, Nationals. The Jaspers compete in both jazz and hip-hop D1 categories. In 2017, MC placed 5th in the nation for hip-hop. Just 2 years later, the then girls squad came in first in hip-hop and were named the best dance team in the nation. This past Saturday in Daytona, the Jasper dancers made it to jazz finals for the first time in program history. Along with jazz's success, their hip-hop routine climbed the charts and placed 4th in the nation. Junior team captain Sam Maraglia says, "I am so proud and happy for this team. We achieved every little goal that we wanted to throughout the season." Finally, aside from Manhattan College's 4 on-campus and 1 off-campus dorming options, a lot of students prefer to lease apartments in surrounding buildings. 3660 Waldo Avenue, also known to students as Majestic, is one of the most popular off-campus residencies. Recently, the building has been experiencing serious issues as the lock on the front door is broken and packages continue to mysteriously go missing. Here at 3660 Waldo Avenue in the Bronx, New York, there has been a serious uptick in the amount of delivery items being stolen. The building sits on the intersection of 238th and Waldo and is home to all walks of life, from college students to families to elders. This then, especially during COVID, results in a decent amount of packages being delivered. An apartment tenant and avid shopper, Sarah Zaguro, opens up to us about what she calls her online shopping addiction.
I usually get, I'd say, about 3 to 7 packages a week, depending on the week. Sometimes we order food, groceries, anything like that. So yeah, I'm an avid online shopper.
The issue is, when packages get delivered, they don't have a mailroom to go to. Instead, they just end up in the main lobby where there is a ton of foot traffic throughout the day. Another building occupant, Veronica Vitolo, tells us just how easy it is to get in and out of 3660 Waldo.
We only have a security that you kind of just swipe in, and it's pretty easy to get in because people are always opening the door for one another. So that kind of makes it inevitable for people to just come in and take a package.
Unfortunately, due to the lack of security and not having a real mailroom, both Sarah and Veronica have had packages stolen from them.
I feel way more unsafe knowing that someone stole a package, so it's like, what's next?
Unfortunately, Ms. Vitolo is correct in questioning what is next for these tenants. For those of you who are in the area, be sure to keep an eye out for any suspicious activity. If any of your own items or packages have been stolen, please contact local police and your building management office. By doing this, you have the potential to catch the thief and save many of your fellow tenants the trouble and misfortune of being robbed. Jasper Nation, stay safe and finish out the semester strong. For Manhattan News, this has been Grace Taggart. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.